So, you're ready to stream. You got a camera, good mic, nice overlays. You hit start streaming, but it seems like nobody is noticing you. Well, in this video right here, I'm going to show you a few ways of getting noticed on the Twitch pages so that people can find you and your amazing stream. Let's go! What's up everybody, I'm Cubos, a small streamer who's growing my channel on Twitch and YouTube and taking the knowledge that I learn as I go, trying to give it back to other streamers and YouTubers so that they can avoid early pitfalls and find early successes in their streaming careers. And lately I've been talking about things that make your stream better and keep people engaged when they get in there, but I haven't really talked about how to get people into your stream in the first place, so that's what this week's video is about. And I've got 5 things that I think can really help draw people into your stream. Some of them are on Twitch specifically, and some of them are outside of Twitch to draw people in even more. And just before we get into these 5 things, I want to remind you, if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for me. It helps me get noticed, it helps the channel grow, and it helps me help more people. So thank you very much if you do that, and let's just get right into it. Now, the number one, first thing you can start doing to get your channel noticed is to start posting to social medias. So for social medias, I'm talking about things mainly like Twitter, and if you have it, then Facebook, Instagram sometimes as well. So social media can be used in a lot of different ways, from retweeting or resharing other people's content, to expressing opinions, to posting that you're going live. And one of the things that you really want to avoid is just posting that you're going live. You don't want to use your social media strictly as a, here I am, come look at me type thing, because nobody really knows what you're about unless you start posting certain personal opinions or beliefs or showing support in certain avenues that get people interested in actually coming to see you when you do post that you're going live on your social medias. I think that if you're serious about growing your stream, you need to be really serious about growing your social media following, because imagine just how much time people spend on their phones and on social medias whenever they're waiting, or they have 2 seconds where they're really not doing anything, or awkward social situations. They just pull out their phones and they want to see stuff, right? One really good way of putting this, I think, is that you are your brand. You are the brand for your channel. So whatever you put out on your social medias is what people are going to associate with you and your brand, right? So be very careful about what you post on Twitter or Instagram, etc. And think about, is this within the brand of my channel? Is this what I believe in? And as you do that, more people will follow, because more people become emotionally connected to what you're doing on social medias. And I think it's really important to grow your social medias so that you reach more people when you're offline. You should still be growing your Twitch channel and maybe your Mixer if that's what you're on while you're not online. Nothing says that you have to be online to continue growing your channel. And that'll bring us into number 2, which is networking and collaboration streaming. And I want to separate these because networking can happen off of stream, should happen off of stream, honestly, in my opinion. Where you're reaching out to other streamers, you're watching their channels, you're in their chats, you are growing your network or community of people who will support you and you can support in turn. When you're networking, you are showing support for people and hoping that it comes back in return when you hit go live for your stream, and more people are going to come watch because those people that you're networking with are saying, hey, this is a really great streamer too, make sure you go check them out. And so collaboration is different because it's collaborating with another streamer or content creator through the networking that you've done. And the most common collaboration would be streaming together. And when you collaborate with another streamer or content creator, you're exposing yourself to their viewership. And those people may go, I really like what the streamer that I already trust is doing in having a collaborator on their stream, and I'm going to go and check them out. But you have to be aware that networking and collaboration, setting those collaborations up, takes time. That's not an overnight thing, and it really shouldn't be, because you want to make true connections with people that you are networking with or creating collab streams with. That shouldn't be just a let's do it right now type thing, you need to put in more behind the scenes work to make that work. Okay, so number 1 and 2 are sort of time consuming ways of getting noticed on Twitch. And number 3, 4, and 5 are actually not time consuming, they're super easy, and they're really related to just your Twitch channel and page. So number 3 would be your titles. Now, when you go live, you want to have your title already figured out, and it should be something engaging or catchy, right? Sometimes clickbait works, as much as I hate to say it. And I've asked a few people what sort of title brings you in? What makes you want to come into a channel when you see that title? And I've heard all kinds of things. It could be something witty or clickbaity, or even don't click this as the title with something in brackets like don't click this unless you want to have fun, right? It's clickbaity, but it's kind of fun. Other things you could do would be to ask a question of the day as the start of your title. There's so many different ways to catch the attention of people with just your title, because that's one of the 2 things that they're going to see before they come into your channel. And pro tip, you can also put emojis in your title, which you don't want to overdo, but if you put a little flame emoji or an explosion emoji at the start of your title, it's kind of eye-catching. Okay, so you've done the networking, you've posted to social media that you're going live, you've thought of a catchy title, but what game are you going to play? And this is where so many streamers, especially small streamers, have gotten it wrong, I think. Because you want to play the biggest game. You're good at things like Apex or Fortnite, but those aren't necessarily the games that you want to stream. Now, the reason I say that, and the reason that so many stream coaches have said this, is because it's hard to get noticed when there are 300,000 viewers already watching something like Apex, but 220,000 or 260,000 of them are watching the top 4 streamers. And then there are so many other streamers who are streaming this game as well, and it takes probably 20 minutes to scroll to the very bottom and find you with your 3 to 5 viewers. Nobody's gonna do it for the most part. So you really want to pick what game you're going to play very wisely, and there's all kinds of suggestions like pick a game that has about 4,500 to 7,500 viewers, or pick a game that has about 1,000 viewers, because it's so much easier to get noticed. The fewer viewers there are watching a game, the higher up your stream's thumbnail is on that game's page. So it stands to reason that people will not have to scroll down to find you. They may just have to go 2 or 3 rows down, and there's your stream. They can see you have a catchy title that they're going to want to jump in and find out, you know, what is this guy or girl all about. And there's a website called Twitch Strike, which can be really helpful. It takes the certain time of day that you do your search, and it gives you recommendations for what to stream to get the most exposure and viewership out of it. And you might just be surprised by the games that it suggests for you. You'll probably be able to find one that you would enjoy streaming so that you can grow. And I've researched all kinds of statistics on how much you should stream like a large game versus a smaller viewership game. And the numbers are as much as like 80% small game and 20% large game. And that's up to you based on how fast you want to grow or what you enjoy playing. But a strategy that I've found works pretty well too is to actually start your stream in a small game, say like Paladins, or in certain cases even Overwatch or Destiny. And about halfway through my stream at the 1.5 hour mark, I say, okay, we're going to move to Apex or Fortnite, one of the bigger games, and my viewership stays with me. You may have picked up a few people along the way, but you're not trying to get noticed in that big game overall. You are getting noticed in the smaller game, your regular viewership comes in and hangs out, and then you all move over to the bigger game, and maybe you pick up a few more people, but you've already started the growth pattern in the early part of your stream, and you move over to playing what you really want to play in the second half of your stream. Seems to be working pretty good for me. So this all leads us into point number 5 of the video, and that is your Twitch page and panels. So because you can't affect your thumbnail on Twitch like you can on something like YouTube, you really need to make your panels on your Twitch page eye-catching and informative and make people think, oh, this is really professional. Because now you've done the 4 things ahead of this and people are going, okay, I've noticed the channel, I've noticed the title, I'm clicking, I want to go in, and oh my god, these are really nice panels, and I have a description of this person so I can get to know them on an emotional level, and wow, there's so much going on this page, I want to stay. And the way that I put this to people is that you're putting in all the legwork for people to come and look at your resume. Your Twitch page with all your panels and your descriptions and everything, your schedule, etc., is your resume. People are going to look this over while they're watching your stream and they're going to go, looks good, looks professional. I get all the information I could ever want out of this, and maybe something I didn't even think of. Now I'm going to stick around. I might even come back. Now, there are a ton of free panels and lots of sort of generic descriptions and information that you can put in on your page. But what you should do is go look at some of your favorite streamers' pages, find out what their panels look like. What do you think is eye-catching about them? What do you enjoy seeing in those pages? What kind of descriptions, etc.? And model yours kind of like that. You don't copy it word for word. You don't want to plagiarize, but go look at your top 3 streamers' panels and figure out what works for them, and then make something that you like for your page. And lots of people want to make their own panels. It is quite easy. But if you're not sure and you really want quality, don't be afraid to pay the $5 that it takes for somebody to make those for you. Ultimately, a small investment like that is going to pay off in huge dividends by just keeping people around because they've gone, I really like that. So these are 5 things that are helping my channel grow very quickly, and I really hope that they can help you too. And if you have any questions about anything in this video, feel free to drop me a comment below. I will get back to you for sure. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch or Twitter. You can find the links below in the description for the video. Again, hit the subscribe button for me, ring the bell. It really helps. It grows the channel and it helps me help more people. And that's it for this video, everyone. Thank you. I love you. Stay positive. Bye!